And now, please welcome your first fighter to the cage. Put your hands together for Caleb Ernst.
Caleb Serge Ernst, a striker representing Fortis MMA out of Dallas, Texas. 6'3", 172. He had a 78-inch reach. You said it. Both these guys are monsters, Victoria. What more can you tell us about Caleb Ernst?
Caleb Ernst standing at 2-0 in amateur MMA with the kickboxing or Muay Thai bout as well. So definitely got some experience under his belt. From what I saw, he just looked like a very well-rounded fighter. He switches stances a lot and likes to throw those big body power body kicks in that southpaw stance. Just all around good movement, good distance control, good takedown defense, some submission attempts. I just really saw, I saw it all in his fight. So very well-rounded. Gonna be another treat for us here tonight.
Yeah, obviously a guy with a solid skill set from the famed Fortis MMA, training with high-level professionals all the time. To me, he's just a guy, a familiar face. I see him around Fortis all the time, and I'm always like, my dog, when you fighting? And it just seemed like for a long time he wasn't able to get one. So it's good to get him out here. I know he's looking to show what he's got and just accumulate some experience, but you can expect a well-rounded skill set. I would say more kickboxing base from Caleb Ernst.
Caleb Ernst with a very ominous walkout song here. Sounds like he's getting ready to go into war, and indeed he is, as he prepares to take on Jason Polk. Buddy Caskey checking him down at the commission check down spot.
I feel like we're about to get raided.
It feels like Game of Thrones or something to me.
This guy's about to take my. he's about to plunder my wares.
That's good because it was so accurate. That's what I was looking for. I couldn't quite figure it out. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, good stuff from Matt Schnell, and an interesting walkout here for Caleb Ernst. Seems to be an interesting character. Ready to see his fight game on display.
Here we go, fight fans. 3 rounds of mixed martial arts action inside the AKA welterweight division. This fight being brought to you by Malone Properties. And now, introducing your first fighter. Fighting in the Bayou Raps blue corner. This man is a striker representing Fortis MMA. He stands 6'3" tall, weighing in at 172 pounds. Fighting out of Dallas, Texas, here is Caleb Serge Ernst. And now, introducing his opponent, fighting out of the EMD red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, representing the Triad Martial Arts Academy of Coleman, Alabama. He stands in a towering 6'4" tall, weighing in at 172 pounds. Fighting out of Coleman, Alabama, here is Jason, the Incredible
Ready to go with Polk and Ernst here at AKA 46.
Ernst starting out, southpaw stance, snapping outside low kick. Nice and light on his feet. Inside low kick, those are heavy.
So far they've been kick for kick. Both very rangy fighters.
Polk reaching out there with that right hand.
6'3" and 6'4" respectively. Oblique kick. Big right leg to follow from the Incredible Polk. Swiping left hook. lands behind the ear of Jason Polk.
Ernst looking up top.
Feinted a hip one way, brings the kick high the other way. Caleb Ernst looks comfortable in there right now. Pulling with his right hand, setting up the big left leg. Jason Polk needs to get his back off of the kick, off of the fence.
I was about to say, you don't want to fight there too long.
Big right knee, left knee.
Both guys seem to throw kicks at the exact same time. Oh, just glances off the head with that left leg.
Those are getting close. This is the fight that Jason Polk needs. He needs to make it a little uglier.
We certainly got the style to do it. I love fights like this. It really looks like a dance. They're both so fluid in their movement, trying to find those openings.
Ooh, that kick landed so hard.
I think it hurt his foot.
I think it did too.
Polk looking for that single leg.
This is a good attempt by Jason Polk.
Ernst right back up to his feet, fighting the hands. Polk has got the neck.
Oh, a little bit of a fence grab there. Caleb Ernst looking great on the feet.
Just weathering that storm.
Just an
Gets the takedown of his own.
Outside reap. Lands in a solid position.
Almost a mount, but Polk is fighting tooth and nail.
This is good from Caleb Ernst. Needs to create a little posture here, some separation and find punches. These are big.
That's a big moment. There hasn't really been anything in this round that you could say, hey, that was a big moment. That could have been. Wow. Close round, a lot of feeling out process there. Both guys, they're kind of similar. You can see it. They're both exchanging kicks back and forth, and they kind of, it was a bit of a stalemate for a while.
Yeah. Kind of, you know, like you said, a lot of awkward kicks exchanged at the same time. It's almost like they're out there twinning.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing? You're doing what I'm doing. But I like the takedown attempt from Polk, but Ernst just able to weather that storm, get the reversal, and end up with a big shot that I think
he kind of attacked the neck from a strange position.
Yeah.
I feel like
Really
that was the biggest moment.
Yeah, you're right.
For
You're right.
Jason Polk at least.
Yeah. It's a tough round to score.
Yeah.
I mean, it really was. You know, there wasn't that moment. This right here was a
big.
huge shot, though.
And Caleb kind of ending the round on top. I think it was a close round, but landing big punches, I would have to, I think.
Watching that back, it may not have been
as clean as
I thought it was.
Sure.
When you watched it in real time, I did think that landed very clean. Maybe it wasn't quite as clean as I thought. So.
Still a big moment, got all of our attention, and ended the round that way. So
yeah, it was good optics.
I think Jason Polk now recognizes what he needs to do. He needs to create an big
beautiful
shot.
right hand from Ernst.
Jason Polk's hurt right now. This is the first time I've seen Polk hurt.
We needed a big moment. That was certainly one from Ernst. Polk firing right back.
Ernst needs to calm down here.
Jesus.
Holy cow.
He said, I'm not calming down. I'm slinging
wow.
people.
Ernst once again on top, just where he finished the end of that first round.
I'm going to have to see that throw again. What was that?
That was called a manhandle.
It looked like a wrestling maneuver. Hip toss. There you go.
Trying to step over.
Nice butterfly attempt from Polk, but Ernst isn't having none of it. He's going right into mount.
Again, just Caleb Ernst doing a good job here, finding his moments and polishing Jason Polk from the top.
Popped out the
Polk
back.
Just able to slip out the back.
And they're scrambling here. This is a better fight for Jason Polk to make it ugly like we've talked about. I think the worst thing for him here would be if they separate and Caleb Ernst is able to get back at range.
Halfway through round number 2.
Big right hand, snaps the head back. of Jason Polk. This is bad.
Yeah, Polk threw that kick up there, and he paid a price for it.
Polk needs to take a second and try to recover. I think he's still hurt.
Now he's going to try and grab the neck.
Wrapping up the neck here. He might have something.
The man is opportunistic.
I think he does
That's
have
a good
something
word
here.
for it. He's able to make things happen.
No, going to slip out.
Caleb Ernst.
But Ernst just a little bit more on top of his game. But definitely Polk in a good position here.
And talking
he can
about
maintain it.
optics, I mean, if Jason Polk could ride out this position, this would be big for him.
Got to get a little ground and pound going here, I think.
Absolutely.
I think you just let go of the neck and start to try and get some of those points back that you may have lost getting dropped earlier.
I think
Yeah.
Jason Polk, in search of the submission, loses the position. And now Caleb Ernst.
Taylor's wrapping up that neck. Might not have the angle, and Polk's doing good to get his shoulders to the mat.
But
there.
now watch Caleb Ernst. He's going to posture and he's going to punch and try to score
into
some
that mount.
points here. That's so important.
And such good optics for him at the close of this very back and forth round.
Indeed. Well, good job there by Polk not to take any serious damage, but he looks to be exhausted as he stays on the mat a little long. So is Ernst, though. Both guys slow to get back to their feet. They gave a lot in that second round. A back and forth round. Started with the big shot from Ernst. Polk had his moment where he had the neck of Ernst. And also that hip toss we're going to see again here in a moment,
I
I
would
would
love to
assume.
see it. Oh, that beautiful right hand.
Feinted the kicks, made up the range and was able to step in with that nice right hand. Finds another one in the pocket there. It feels to me like Jason Polk has recognized, or his perception is, that was just a hip toss.
We can call it a hip toss.
Like he was bouncing off the ropes like a wrestling match. Hilarious. Beautiful stuff. Again, just bang.
By the way, shout out to Luke Hawkins, producer, director, doing a great job tonight throughout the course of the broadcast, bringing us these replays, keeping the show rolling. Shout out to Luke.
I feel like Jason Polk wants to get a strangle. That's what he is, recognizes his route to victory.
Well, let's see who finds that path to victory. Round number 3 is upon us. Very close fight. Could be 1-1 here, potentially.
Good fundamentals there as Jason Polk pressed forward. Caleb Ernst just jacked up the underhook and was able to turn the momentum and put Jason on the fence. Back to range. This is...
Yeah, Polk just needs to be a little bit tighter coming forward, get a little wild, and Ernst is able to get those underhooks and really turn it around.
That was actually a great attempt there by Jason Polk, but he runs into an arm-in guillotine. I don't like that Jason Polk's ponytail is sticking out the bottom of this guillotine. I feel like he'd have a better opportunity of finishing if he had that ponytail in the guillotine.
Yeah, that's a part of his defense right there, is that ponytail. Able to get his head out and land a big punch here.
This is good work here from Jason Polk.
I don't like the neck wrap. I would rather him look to land some punches here.
Agreed.
That's something we haven't seen from him at all, is trying to posture up and land some big shots. He just continues to go for the neck.
And I think the reason is he's gotten close on some squeezes and has kind of felt like that was his best opportunity. Caleb Ernst here, though, doing a good job of fighting the hands. Maybe not escaping the position, but not...
Both guys taking a second to catch their breath here. It's been a back and forth affair that's gassed both opponents.
Oh.
Jason Polk
attempted to get the mount, but
a mistake, loses position.
Ernst just a little savvier on the ground.
Yep. Just being more patient, allowing the fight to develop, whereas Polk, and I think Polk understands he might be down 2 rounds, so he's trying to make something happen, but just right here, the way it plays out, he makes a mistake. He's got a good grip together here. Let's see if he can, he's running into the fence. It's going to be tough, but trying to sweep Caleb Ernst with the Kimura grip.
Ernst just staying heavy. He's now backing him out with a little bit more time. We've seen him here already, but he's got a lot of time to work now. And, Polk is tired. He doesn't look to be fighting back. I think that's a good call from the referee. He just really wasn't answering, looking to change his position in any way.
I think Chris Hill recognized how gassed Jason Polk was, and he was offering up no defense there.
And to be honest, I appreciate it. You know, Caleb Ernst in a good spot, landing substantial punches. Why let this kid take more punishment than it is deserved? Wonderful performance by Caleb Ernst, just measured, made good decisions, even in the grappling exchanges. Awesome stuff. Look forward to seeing him back in here. What a stud.
He's just a little bit more polished than Polk at times, a little bit tighter in his technique, just not getting out over his feet, not being really wild with his punches. He just really read the situation a little bit better, especially in those ground exchanges. So good job to Caleb Ernst.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee has called a stoppage to the action at 2 minutes 22 seconds in the third and final round, declaring your winner, Caleb Ernst.
Good showing by Caleb Ernst, gets the finish in round number 3, has his hand raised, and stays undefeated. Moves to 3-0 now as far as mixed martial arts is concerned. Good showing by Caleb Surge Holt.
And not a bad
Ernst, excuse me.
Ernst.
My bad.
Not a bad showing from Jason Polk.